It was a typical harmattan morning in the village of Oberland, where the dry winds blew dust into every nook and cranny. The villagers were abuzz with the news: the great storyteller, Baba Adekunle, had passed away. The town prepared for his funeral, a grand affair in accordance with Yoruba tradition. The whole community came together, for Baba Adekunle was beloved by all. As custom dictated, his body lay in state in the compound, surrounded by elaborately decorated cloth and fresh palm fronds. Women wailed and sang dirges while men discussed his exploits in hushed tones. His eldest son, Tund, dressed in a flowing agbada, led the procession. Suddenly, Baba Adekunle's eyes fluttered open. Gasps filled the air. "Baba, you're alive!" a young boy cried out. But before anyone could react further, Baba Adekunle's eyes closed again. The murmurs died down, and the funeral rites continued. The elders whispered among themselves, debating whether it was a sign from the ancestors. Minutes later, Baba's eyes opened once more. This time, he tried to sit up. The women screamed, and the men stepped back in shock. Tund rushed to his father's side, holding his frail hand. But just as abruptly, Baba Adekunle lay back down, his breathing shallow. A sacred silence fell over the gathering as everyone wondered what to do next. The village priest, Babalawo Kola, stepped forward. "We must consult Ifa," he declared. The divination tray was brought out, and Babalawo Kola began the ritual, calling upon the spirits for guidance. As the priest chanted, Baba Adekunle woke up for the third time. This time, his voice was a whisper. "I am not ready to go," he said, tears streaming down his cheeks. The crowd watched in awe and confusion, not knowing if they should rejoice or be terrified. The priest's divination revealed that Baba Adekunle's spirit was caught between realms, neither here nor there. The funeral continued, but with a mix of fear and reverence, as people speculated on what would happen next. By the fourth awakening, Baba Adekunle began to recount stories of his encounters with ancestral spirits. "I saw my father, and he told me to return. There is something I must do," he said, gripping Tund's hand with surprising strength. This revelation brought a mix of wonder and concern among the villagers. The fifth time Baba Adekunle woke, he seemed more at peace. "I understand now," he said softly. "There is unfinished business in this world." He looked into the crowd, his eyes resting on his granddaughter, Saad. "You must continue my stories," he told her, passing on an invisible mantle. Finally, Baba Adekunle woke for the sixth and last time. This time, his voice was steady, and he seemed resolute. "I am ready now," he announced. He smiled at his family and friends, then closed his eyes, this time for good. The village held its breath, but they knew he was truly gone. The funeral proceeded with a newfound sense of purpose. Saad stepped forward, embracing her new role. The community sang praises to Baba Adekunle, celebrating his life and the legacy he left behind. In the end, the village of Oberland remembered that day not with sorrow, but with a sense of wonder and gratitude. Baba Adekunle had given them one last story, a tale of love, duty, and the mysteries that lie beyond. And so, the storyteller's spirit lived on, in the hearts and minds of his people.